Lord Shiva said, "My dear Parvati, now I will tell you the glories of the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, hearing which one feels his ears have been filled with divine nectar." Pataliputra is a significant town known for its numerous grand gates. Within this town lived a Brahmana named Shankukama, who had taken to the occupation of a businessman and had accumulated substantial wealth. However, he never engaged in any devotional practices or conducted the necessary rituals for his ancestors. His riches grew to such an extent that even prominent kings would feast at his home. Despite his wealth, Shankukama was extremely miserly, hoarding his treasures buried underground. Once, when that Brahmana was traveling with his children and relatives for his 4th marriage, they decided to stop and rest for the night. While he was sleeping, a snake bit him. When his sons and relatives realized that a snake had bitten him, they called for the doctors and mantra chanters. Unfortunately, nobody could save Shankukama, and he soon passed away. After his death, he became a Preta Sharpa, a snake ghost. After some time, he became tired of being trapped in the form of a Preta Sharpa and began to appear in dreams to his sons, requesting their help. When his lazy sons finally awoke in the morning, they told each other about the dream they had seen. One of the sons picked up a large digging tool and set off for the location his father had mentioned he lived. When he reached that place, he realized that he was not aware of the exact spot where the wealth was buried. That son was exceptionally greedy, and he searched for a long time until he came across a snake hole, which he immediately started to dig out. Suddenly, a very large and fearful-looking snake came out of that hole and spoke the following words. "O fool, who are you? Why have you come here? Who has sent you? And why are you digging at this place? Answer my questions at once." The son replied, "I am your son, Shiva. In a dream last night, I saw that there were hidden treasures buried at this place, and I came to take them." When he heard Shiva speaking that way, the Preta Sharpa started to laugh and said, "If you are truly my son, then why are you not performing the necessary rituals to free me from this hellish situation? My greed in my previous life led me to this form, and now you seem to be heading down the same path." The son asked, "Dear father, please tell me how you can escape this tormenting situation." The Preta Sharpa replied, "It cannot be achieved through any form of charity, tapasya or yajna. Only by reciting the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita can I be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. My dear son, kindly perform the Shraddha ceremony, and on that day invite a Brahmana who regularly chants the 7th chapter and feed him sumptuously." Thereafter, Shiva, along with his other brother, fulfilled their father's instructions. As the Brahmana recited the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Shankukama shed his terrifying Preta Sharpa form and transformed into a divine 4-armed being. At that time, he blessed his sons and revealed the location of his wealth and then departed for Vaikuntha. The sons, whose minds had become fixed in devotion to Lord Krishna, utilized their wealth for noble causes such as constructing temples, digging wells, and distributing food. Each day, they participated in the recitation of the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in no time, they reached the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Lord Shiva said, "My dear Parvati, I have told you the wonderful glories of the 7th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Anyone who hears this description will be freed from all sinful reactions."